Hey, this is TheShadowMantis, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we got our means of entering this temple, the hook shot, so we could, come up to this log right here. And I glitched through the door, which I will show you right now. And in this episode, we will be entering the forest temple. Watch this. This was crazy. And I fall down. I fall down into the floor. Good. Good. So this is the forest temple. It is a very confusing temple if you don't know what you're doing. This place has fucked many a kin over. It's really confusing. That's all I can. That's the simplest thing and the only thing I can really say about it. It's fun. It gives you a motive. It's probably one of the best temples in the game. But the confusing part about it does kind of set it back. So you'll see there's a door right there. You could easily go through that. But let's not do that. Let's actually just go over here and get on top of a tree. That's right, get on top of a tree. And from there we can actually hookshot this gold Skulltula. And get another gold Skulltula coin. Now from here you're gonna have to be very careful. This is actually a mandatory part of the temple too. This was very Oh! God damn it. What you're trying to do is you're trying to actually get across the logs. You know what? A safer way would actually be to hookshot to the chest. Because you can do that. You can hookshot to chests. Which is a very helpful method. Alright. Hookshot. To the chest. To the chest. Hookshot to the chest! Alright. Let's try that now. Hookshot to the chest. There we go. And within this chest there is a small key. It's a mandatory part of the dungeon right here. That's like, this is already the most cryptic shit in the game already. You would have never thought to look up here. Well, as a child at least. Like, when I was little, I wasn't all like, hey, an entrance room to the dungeon. Instead of going forward, let's climb that tree. I would have never thought like that. Never. There's no way. But here is actually comes into play the main part of the dungeon. So, as you saw, there was a little elevator right here that was up when all of these torches were lit. And now that the torches are gone, it's not lit anymore. Well, that's because... Well, I don't know why it's because, but basically you get the gist. You get all the torches lit again, you get the elevator. And that's actually where we need to go. Down the elevator. They always gotta make things difficult for us, don't they? So that is... We already have half the golden Skulltulas now. We have half of the golden Skulltulas now. Not in the dungeon, the game. That is incredible. So now let's grab our hookshot and get the bubbles. Yeah, that's what they're called, bubbles. They look nothing like a bubble. And now we will be fighting our first mini-boss in this dungeon. There's like 5 mini-bosses in this dungeon, honestly. Like, it's crazy how many mini-bosses are in this dungeon. Nope. So, I don't have a strategy for these guys, really. Like, when they lunge at me, don't really try to block it. Move to the side so you can continuously slash them. That's really my only strategy to this dungeon. Like, at all. Just for the Stalfos fights, which can be a bit annoying at times. Honestly, Stalfos, a later Stalfos fight in this dungeon was the main reason I never beat it when I was a little kid. Just this one fight, too. So now that we have 2 keys, we still need 1 more before we can actually continue on to the main part of the dungeon, which is the upper floors. So here we have a time block. Just play the Song of Time. It's that easy. It's that simple. It's not really something you can miss. Like, it has a symbol of the Door of Time on it, and you just learned the Song of Time. Might as well try playing the Song of Time, you know. So here we are in an actually like outside room of the dungeon, which I really thought was cool when I first played it, because this dungeon is like inside and out, and it's just really cool. Oh, okay, let's just not go up here. Now, I don't remember if there's anything actually here. There isn't, so don't come over here. But yeah, that's basically the gist of this room. There's not much to do in here. There actually isn't anything to do in here. So just grab your hookshot, shoot down some of these skull wall tulas. That's what they're called. Skull wall tulas. Yeah, like it's not a wall skull tula, which is the actual name of these enemies. It's a skull tula. All right, when the skull tula turns purple, stop in your fucking tracks, cause it will lunge at you, and you don't want that. Trust me. All right, Bubble, come on, work with me here. Come on. No, Bubble. Now that we've beaten that, we can actually get a treasure chest. Now, if you see that symbol up on the wall right there, it was, well, right here, you can see it. Well, now you can't see it. But it's like, that is the symbol of the temple, the forest temple. Or the forest medallion, which you will be getting once you beat it. That actually is speculated that there were 2 other dungeons, or 2 other... Instead of the forest temple, it was supposed to be like the wind temple or something. That is one of the speculations. And this also goes for the water temple. There was a little part of the dungeon where instead of the water temple, it was supposed to be the ice temple. So they changed it like last minute or something. I don't really remember exactly the gist of the story. But yeah, instead of the forest temple and the water temple, it was supposed to be the ice temple and the wind temple. Which I guess could have been cool. I guess. Like, it wouldn't have been anything great. But it wouldn't have been bad, that's for sure. So here we have another Golden Skull Tula right here. Just grab that. Now there's only 2 left in the dungeon. Now we can just head down this well, which we actually drained just then. And there will be a key waiting for us at the end. So we've made full circle around the dungeon. Well, not around the whole dungeon, just like this little part of the dungeon. And now that we have 3 keys, we can actually continue on in the dungeon. Let's go and, you know, further. You'll see. You'll see. There, we'll go to the inside part of the dungeon. Yeah, the inside part, everyone's favorite part. So let's just exit through this room. And now there's only one more place we can go, because that side of the room, we can't even reach that side. So let's come up here. Sorry about rolling into that. Now I'm playing Skyward Sword and I'm just rolling into things. Because in that game, if you hold the A button, you actually run instead of roll. Which I thought was a really cool concept. I don't know if I would keep it throughout the other new Zelda games. I think they explored its concepts enough. It was a great addition to the game, but it wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything. I wouldn't keep it. I'm gonna end it off there. So now I just hold down the A button sometimes in other Zelda games, just because I'm trying to run faster. Because, you know, I'm not gonna justify myself. I need to stop. So let's push this forward. As you can see, there's a little ladder right there now. Alright, so pull it back actually. Let's go up this ladder, see where that leads. Oh, well, that's a drop. And we can push this. So let's push this all the way. This is what you're supposed to do, by the way. It kind of seems like I'm aimlessly just wandering around. I'm not. I'm going the places where we're supposed to be going. Alright, so you can't push that any further. And let's jump back down to the lower floor right here and push this further. And then we'll go around and it'll turn into a staircase. Yeah, it's really weird. I like this dungeon, honestly. It has a very good vibe. A very unique vibe than the other dungeons. This one's kind of creepy. Like, listen to the music for a minute. Just listen to the music. Do you see how creepy that vibe is? Like, they're just like, like, it's just like wailing in the back of your head. It's just, it's really cool is what I'm trying to say. So our next goal is actually to get the dungeon item. Yeah, this is a really long dungeon if you don't know what to do. If you don't know what to do, you just wander around this dungeon like it's nothing. You have no clue. But if you know what to do, there's a little bit of backtracking in this dungeon. Yeah, the corridor's all twisted. Look at this shit. Look at this. Whoa. This was so intense when I was little. I was just like, wait a minute. What are they doing? Watch out for monsters. No. As you can see, a shadow actually can appear above you. And that's actually the shadow of a monster called the wall master, the floor master, whatever it's called. And it will take you to the beginning of the dungeon if it grabs you. So do not stand still in places where that happens. So this is actually where I had most of my trouble as a child. This little fight right here. It's not difficult. It's just because there's that hole right there. And as a child, I wasn't very good at, you know, not falling into holes. I was very unbalanced, even as a video game player. So I would just fall into holes, random holes in the game. And that's what really made this game difficult for me as a little kid. I have the bounce of like a 1-year-old, a person who can't walk yet. Yeah, that's the amount of balance I have. Can I like freeze you? Yeah, I can. Cool. Oh, that slowdown. Did anyone else notice that? Okay, come on. You need to be quick. You actually have to kill these two within a time limit. It's not shown, but if you don't kill the other one in a certain amount of time, it actually comes back to life, which I guess is cool, but it's a little annoying. Oh, I'm a little low on health right there, but I don't think it's going to be that big a problem. And we get the bow. Now that we have the bow, we can actually go back to an earlier bit in the dungeon. And, you know that little twisted hallway right there? Now we can make it untwisted. Oh, sorry about that. I have a little bit of hiccups. Hopefully it's gone. But first of all, here we are with the first ghost that has the torch. So just shoot the paintings it's in, and finally shoot the last one. And now let's go fight it. We're gonna get that flame back, aren't we? We are. So don't lock onto it. That's like the #1 thing I can say. Do not lock onto it because it will disappear if you lock onto it. Trap it in a corner and then just do this. If you're fast enough, you'll get a couple of hits in of that. But if you're not, it's fine. There we go. That's how you do it. You combo him. And now we have gotten the first flame. The first torch lights up, and we can continue on in the dungeon. Now that gave us what? I'm pretty sure it's a key. Yeah, it's a key. So we're still going to want to go back further in the dungeon though. We're going to want to go back to the twisted room with the twisted hallway. We're going to want to go to the beginning of that room, and there's a little eyeball that we can shoot. And yeah, it's going to make this hallway untwisted, and then we can get the boss key, which is actually in that room if you didn't know. You might have seen it. Alright, that was cool. That was a third-person shot right there. So let's go back into the room. It's not twisted anymore, as you can see. And let's go get that boss key. It's down here. Now this is the first dungeon with the boss key. I'm surprised they didn't even have a dungeon with the boss key until the 4th dungeon. I thought that was really cool. Like, they managed to make dungeons where, you know, you didn't need to use the boss key. I really liked that. That was a good concept. I liked it. Alright, stupid bubble. Stop. Stop, bubble. Stop. And now we can leave. And I wonder where this is. This is back in that room. That, the first outside room. Now you're going to want to be very careful here. Jump out here. Jump over here. And right here, there is a gold Skulltula. No, stop. Alright. And now, you know what? No, never mind. I was going to say something like cut, because like we have one more thing to get, and then I'm going to end off the video. There's a small key in here with these guys. I'm pretty sure this is a wall master. Now quickly spin attack so his little buddies don't wreak any havoc. And then a small key appears right here. And then I think I'm going to end off the episode. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Goodbye.